The biggest mistake people make in being an influencer is thinking it's all about them, about look at me, look at what I'm eating, look at what I'm doing, look at what I've achieved. So we're talking today about how to be an influencer without all the flash. Rather than give you a PowerPoint, I want to show you from my own actual experience. And my hope is that a few techniques that I'm showing you are going to help you be better known. You don't have to have millions of followers. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to have a luxury lifestyle or be on private jets. But today I'm going to show you just by honoring other people, having a clear goal, who you want to be, of what you want to achieve. When you find other people who have done that and you honor them instead of talking about yourself, that is how you become an influencer. The biggest mistake people make in being an influencer is thinking it's all about them, about look at me, look at what I'm eating, look at what I'm doing, look at what I've achieved. I've built my influence by, for example, coming on Facebook and showing how much I really like my friends. So you can see just an hour ago, my friend Seth Price, who's an attorney in Washington, D.C., and also runs an agency, he's in Rome on a layover, it says. Okay, so I'm honoring him. Looks like you made the most of your layover. And I'll say something, did you get to go inside the Vatican? And I'll just see some of these other photos. I like to click like on these things. And let's see if I can say something that's relevant. So if I see something, let's see, this is the Spanish Steps. This is just an hour ago. And here, I'll show you these are my photos. So let's see, Rome. I think I was in Rome just 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So this is my Google Photos. So this is something that I want you guys to think about. If you use Google Photos, it's automatically grabbing where you are. So here I'm at the fountains at Trevi. This is the Pantheon, I think. This is the different parts of the Vatican. And I'm with friends of mine. So I'm with my friend Danny. And this is, I think, the Herodian Castle. What is it? Look at the name of it. But you can see I'm in Rome, right? All this information is right here. So I could reply back with the photos saying like, hey, just missed you. I was in Rome. So what I'm doing is I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, and I followed a lot of the people that I want to be like, where they have achieved things that I want to achieve. So for your first step is, what do you want to achieve? So I'd love to see you put into the chat, what is the goal you have here? Do you want to make an income doing digital marketing? Do you want to start an agency? Do you want to be a professional musician? Do you want to do e-commerce? What is the goal? Put into the chat here so I understand. Mutt visit place. Yep. I want to go to Rome too. Yeah. Well, just go then, Alex. Now is a great time. Summer for visiting Europe. So go ahead and put into the chat. What do you want? Travel around the world. Yeah, that's good. Who doesn't want to travel? Yeah. Okay. So let me just show you, right? So I follow people that I want to be like, right? Because they've actually achieved some of the goals that I want. Here's my friend Tommy Mello. I want to be like him in many ways. He's got a $300 million company. He started doing garage doors and then started doing more and more garage doors. And maybe let's see, what could I say about this? You and Andy will crush it. So I'm complimenting him, not talking about myself, right? The way I've grown on social is not because of my posts, but the key is I'm honoring other people. This is the number one thing that everyone gets wrong. Let's see if I can find another one. Jonathan Mast, 21 years since I said I do. Wow, that is amazing. 21 years. Amazing friendship. It's more than friendship. Amazing, deep relationships, which reflects on your character. And see what I'm doing here? I'm complimenting in a real way, and your work. And see? So they notice that, and they're going to click like. And when they click like or they comment, then their community will notice this, right? So I could go to my Facebook and I'll show you. So you want to have a profile be something not like of nature or something like that, but something with you and ideally other people, you and some people that you want to be like. Maybe you want to be like your mom, right? Maybe there's a topic. Who is this? Leslie, be an advocate of mental health. So how do you show that you're an advocate of mental health? Maybe you had someone on your podcast for mental health. If you don't have a podcast, just say you have a podcast and Just like we're here on Zoom. It's very easy, right? Just by having a Zoom, you can just say you have a podcast. Circumnavigate the earth. Wow. Yeah, do that too. So you can see here on my Facebook, my posts are honoring other people. So I was speaking here in DC, Washington, DC, and my friend Jed sent me pictures. He ran this conference, so he sent me pictures of me on stage, or other people sent me, I have a book, so other people are taking pictures of the book, so I'm honoring them, right? Look, 14 hours ago, I couldn't make a webinar, but I'm here with you guys, right, in this webinar. So I had another webinar that they wanted me to speak at. I couldn't make it. So I said, Danny, why don't you jump in and speak, right? And Danny's fantastic, right? You can see he was the one who was with me in Rome, and he's giving all these tips. So he's speaking to a lot of people. And then he says, shout out Dennis Yu for letting me fill in for him. So here, because I'm doing good things for other people or saying good things about other people, they're saying good things about me, right? Now, all these people know who I am, and it builds your reputation. So, what do you want to be known for? Who are the people that you are around? Who are the people that you can follow online, even if you don't know them personally, and start to build friendships with them, not to harass them, not to say, hey, I'd like to get one-on-one mentoring from you, but just to create value. What can you do to do that? And the people that you're spending the time with are the people that you're going to be seen as. So if whoever you're around other people that, let's see, what does Anne say? Want to make sure that every woman in Pakistan is empowered enough to earn something from home and beat the taboo. I think that's fantastic. So let's see. I could go to let's see. I'll go to my LinkedIn. See, people are asking me these questions, and I'll look for my friend Rihan Alawala, right? So Rihan Alawala is very well known in Pakistan. Look, 512 mutual connections. And he's doing amazing things. Look, he's made his mission clear. Mission, 100,000 Pakistani rupees a month for every Pakistani, right? And if you're in Pakistan, you probably know who he is. And let's see, I'll show you another one as an example of that. So Anne's, you said, for Pakistan. So if I search Pakistan, I've been to Pakistan many times. And I have a lot of friends in Pakistan and India and the Philippines and whatnot. But you can see this is in Pakistan. This is the TV station, one of the big TV stations. And let's see if I can show you some other ones here. See, it's not a presentation. I'm literally just showing you what's in my photos. I'm showing you where I've been. I'm showing you my social media. In plain sight, I'm showing you what I'm doing, right? I'm being interviewed by Saad Alawala, who's Rihan's son. Wow, let's take a lot of pictures. So here, I'm speaking on stage. And let's see if I can show you a shot of the audience. Maybe there's some other pictures here to give you an idea of what that's like, right? And someone gave me a hat. There was an outdoor kind of mall where people were selling Pakistani items, and this guy made one of these hats, traditional hat. Yeah, Future Fest. Yeah. Oh, Saad's a close friend. Yeah, fantastic, right? Yeah, with as Arzish is great. So if I show you like Arzish, who's the one here you can see. Oh, you heard me speaking? Oh, thank you. But literally, let me show you. So here, Mango Fest Future. Okay, so look, he made this post was a month ago, right? Look at all Future Fest, Pakistan, the Ijad Labs. Meet Dennis UC of Blitzmetrics. So he's making this post about me. And you can see that I love honoring my friends that are Pakistani women, for example, right? Don't just say, hey, I believe there's a great opportunity for Pakistani women. Do everything you can to support the things that you believe in so people can tell. Don't, the whole show, don't tell. And I'll show you another thing. I have a group. You should join this group on Facebook, Digital Marketing with Dennis Yu. I think Facebook's the best place to build connections. I know a lot of people use Instagram or TikTok, which is great for young adults, but from a business standpoint, which is why we're here with Reskills and Alex, I'll show you one of my favorite ones here. Let's see. Where's the Zoom box has the stuff in the way. Okay. So Farzana Karawala. So we were together in Austin a couple of years ago, and you can see what I'm saying here, right?
Digital marketer with Farzana Kalawala.
Hi.
And you probably saw Uzair. This is Uzair's wife. And one of the things that we talked about was Muslim women in Pakistan, teaching them digital marketing and what the opportunity is. So I wanted Farzana to share some of this because she was telling this a little earlier, and I just wanted you guys to hear this.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. And I'm really passionate about supporting anyone that is working freelance, working in their businesses, but especially women. Because as a Muslim woman, I was born in England, but my culture is very much a part of me. And I am 100% Muslim. But I
And she
started my
makes
business.
$1 million a year. $1 million a year doing PPC. So come join this group. Go say hi to her. I'll put the URL in there, right? And some of you guys are from the Philippines. I love the Philippines. I love my Jollibee. Can't even spell Philippines, right? So show where you are. Show what you're doing. So put into the chat. What's your favorite food? Let me know. What's your favorite food? Do you like steak? What is it? Do you like grilled chicken? Biryani? I love biryani. Chicken biryani, adobo. Yeah. Pork adobo, salad, beef biryani. Oh, yeah. All good stuff. What else? So I was in the Philippines a couple months ago, and my friend Melvin So, who lives in Singapore, was in the Philippines. We had a great dinner. And you can see some of the things we had for dinner. Is this adobo? No, this is not adobo. This is something else, right? And I just love sharing moments with other friends of mine. So let's see, we're singing happy birthday to a friend of mine. Let's see, you see? They said happy birthday, right? At a mall. They got a lot of these really big malls in the Philippines. You know about this? They have interesting food. Look at this fish. You ever seen anything like this before? I was kind of scared to eat it, but you could see we're in Makati, which is the downtown business area in Manila, right? And when I'm with my friends in the Philippines, I want to take pictures and photos and videos, and I want to honor them. I want to show how awesome they are, right? And this is my friend Arnie Giski, and he's giving advice to two other friends of mine. So I'm capturing that, right? Well, sound isn't very good, but that's okay, right? It's capturing the moments and the photos. And let's see if I can show. We do a lot of karaoke. Look, I guess you don't want to see, I don't want to play the videos. You see how bad I sing. Here playing golf. So lots of stuff in the Philippines. And we're doing training, we're eating together, right? So if you show you do the thing that you say that you do, if you say, hey, I believe there's an amazing opportunity for my friends in the Philippines, then how awesome is that, right? Or you're eating, chicken rice in Singapore. And even if you're not in Singapore, even if you're not in India or wherever it is, you can still uplift other people. What do you think about that? I haven't seen people use this as a social media strategy because as an influencer, they want to talk about themselves instead of uplift other people, right? The last thing you want to be on social media is someone who's constantly asking for things. Please, sir, need job. Hire me now, please. Even if you need a job. But if you just say that, you're making it all about yourself and you're making it as like a desperate plea. No one wants to hear that, right? It sounds bad, but the thing is if you show that you're someone who cares first and you're congratulating other people, it just attracts other people to you. Right? And maybe it's not going to happen overnight, but when you start to build this momentum because of people that you are with, because you're engaging, like I'll show you my friend, let's see if I can find it in here. John Jonas founded onlinejobs.ph and he's in Highland, Utah. Onlinejobs.ph is the largest job board, I think, of VAs in the world. He has 2 million. He started this. And see, that's not Highland, Utah. See, here's me and John Jonas at his house. And we're making a video on how do you get a job, right? How do you stand out among millions of people that are applying on graphics design or building websites or doing whatever, video editing, whatever it might be. And what I do, like I said, is I want to honor other people. So I'm making videos together with John and I. We were talking about things here, right? I'm talking about how amazing
Hey
he
guys,
is.
here, Dennis Yu, the highest paid VA on the planet, and John Jonas, founder of onlinejobs.ph.
What's up, man?
I got a question for you guys. Why are you here? Let us know.
Oh, this is an interactive choose your own adventure video. So that's the raw video just made on my phone, which turns into something fun. But you see, I'm well known on how to do digital marketing or how to hire a VA from the Philippines because I'm hanging out with other people who have done that thing. I'm hanging out with my friend AJ Wilcox, also in Utah, right? We're here, we're getting ready to film. So we're changing the light and making sure, it's not too much shadow. It's not even that big of a, you don't even have to have the fancy lighting, right? I'm just in some hotel room right now. I'm not in a video studio. I'm not using a fancy microphone. I'm just spending time with you guys. But literally, this is what it is. I'm showing you what I'm doing. Just as you don't even have to be, people say, oh, well, but I'm not going to all these places that you're going. You don't have to be physically in all these places. You can engage online, right? Maybe I go to Twitter. Let's see, I go to my Twitter and I'll see. Like I made a video on how do you build your personal brand. And now other people are sharing, right? Other people are sharing. You can see this. People love, like this guy, Alex, is a friend of mine, right? He's sharing, sharing, sharing. But he's sharing because I first started to say nice things about him. I interviewed him. We had a great Zoom call. I shared that interview, turned it to an article. Look at this. If this is not proof, right? So I made this post. You can see I made this post 2 days ago. Think this could be you. This you should be thinking this way. Okay. You're sharing your knowledge and you're uplifting other people. So I said, ChatGPT is wrong. So I asked ChatGPT, what is the nearest airport that Southwest flies into for visiting Mount Rushmore? Because I'm going to a mastermind and I have to go to Mount Rushmore with the faces on the mountain of all the presidents, right? And I said, and I prefer to use Southwest Airlines. And I tagged Southwest Airlines. I love Southwest Airlines. They've treated me very well, right? And then Southwest Airlines replied to me. Isn't that really cool, right? Maybe you have a favorite brand. Maybe you like this kind of toothbrush, maybe. Maybe, this is your favorite vitamin that you like to use. Whatever it is that you just not that you're trying to be a brand ambassador or you're trying to promote everything, but maybe there's certain things that you like, right? Like one of the things I really like is this DJI microphone. This is the one that all the influencers are using, right? And so I might say, like I've done this many times. I'm like, hey, I really like this microphone because I open the case and there's the main unit that I tie to my phone, and there's microphone 1 and 2, and I can now interview people and get good sound, especially when it's noisy outside. When you have a good microphone, it makes a big difference. And I'll say, I like it. It's only $200. And then DJI will reply saying, oh, thank you so much, Dennis. I'm like, that's cool, right? Now other people know who also use this product, like, oh, DJI is engaging with Dennis. So here they said, ChatGPT, we love you too, but we're not currently offering service to Rapid City. So here, ChatGPT said, oh yeah, Southwest Airlines flies to Rapid City. No, they don't. I tried to go in there and buy a ticket. Like, no, it doesn't show up in the cities. And we appreciate every opportunity to welcome you on board. Okay. So then I said, if you had a ranking of customers who spent the most money with you or flown the most miles, pretty sure I'd be in the top 0.01%. And they said, your love and loyalty means so much. Please DM us and we may send a token of your appreciation. And then I said, done. So I messaged them. And if the gift includes more points, I'll be very happy. And then they sent me 10,000 points. Look, you don't have to be a big deal. See, this is our chat. Thanks for reaching out, Dennis. Your wish is my command. I'm gifting 10,000 rapid rewards points. That's basically another flight. As our token of appreciation for your love and loyalty, you should see these deposit by the end of the week. Wow. Isn't that really cool? Alex, what do you think of this? They're giving me, Southwest Airlines is honoring me. They're telling everyone. Southwest Airlines is, in the United States, look, 2 million followers, they're a big deal. And now they're telling everyone that I'm a frequent flyer. This was yesterday or the day before, right? What do you think, Alex? Alex T, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's very cool. I mean, yeah, even though by myself, I didn't imagine that any persons can do like that and interact with a global brand. It's all the kind of things.
But do I have to be famous to do this?
No, but yeah, I mean, it can't be suddenly happen, right?
And it all starts, notice the pattern here. I'm engaging with other people and other brands that I admire. And I'm saying something thoughtful. I'm not just saying, oh, I like Southwest Airlines. Yeah, say something more interesting than that. And when you do, this is what happens, right? It's literally, I'm not famous, right? It's not because I have a blue check mark that they decided to reply. So you see other people are saying, if I just go back a little further, here's one. Just as you notice interesting things. So here, I've been reading about the end times in the Bible, right? And what Jesus is going to do when he comes back, all this, right? So I was watching this YouTube and there was a transcription. You know that the transcription doesn't get the words right all the time. So it said the Dead Sea Squirrels. What he actually said was the Dead Sea Scrolls. But the YouTube the AI is not perfect, right? So it says Dead Sea Squirrels, and I just thought that was so funny. So I paused the video, I took a picture, and I posted it. And I said, the Dead Sea Squirrels, yeah, 2000 years or 200 years before Jesus, come on. Seriously, we're in the end times. And then this guy, who's well known in future and change, and he does big consulting, he's a famous author, all of this. He says, then he replies, hey, can't imagine getting the image of of the squirrels floating the Dead Sea. So he made a Chat GPT or Dolly just of these squirrels, right? So I said Dead Sea squirrels, and then 2 days ago, this is not something that happened years and years ago. I do this all the time. This is what I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you how I think about things. It's not that, so I'm not saying you should post things about the Dead Sea squirrels. I'm trying to show you how I think. And intentionally, and when Alex reached out for all of our Reskills friends here, I thought, okay, how do I make something that is valid for and specific and helpful for you guys and where you are, where you don't have to be somebody famous. You just have to engage with the right people. And there's a technique I'm using to engage, which I'm showing you here. And I know you can do this too. And once you see this, a lot of friends of mine have followed this, followed these techniques, and they've become better known. They've grown their careers. They've made a lot more money. They, not that they're making millions of dollars, but they're making enough to take care of their family. They have a great job. They have a great reputation. They're helping other people. They're hiring their friends because they have more business, right? That's what I want to see for you guys. That's why you're gaining skills here. That's why you're spending time on a Wednesday evening so we can spend time. There's so many things you could be doing on a Wednesday evening. You could be watching TV or going out and getting drunk with your friends, but you're spending time with us together. That says something. That says this is important to you, right? The fact that you're here spending time means you want to learn. It means you're willing to spend $1 a day on the Reskills platform, right? But look, and he says, yeah, very cute. There's already a children's book called The Dead Sea Squirrels. Like, I didn't know that. Isn't that neat? So I post things that are like interesting that I notice or I honor other people. And it creates the conversation. And now all these other people are noticing this, right? And most people never get to the point where they have this, you see this conversations going back and forth, right? Interesting. Tyndale publishes Bibles. I've seen Tyndale. You can see where it says down here in the bottom, Tyndale Kids, right? Like, oh, shoot, there is a Dead Sea Scrolls. Like, and when you show curiosity towards something, it just opens up the door for other people to come in and learn together, and you're having fun and you're building connections. See? So I'll show you my profile, for example. And I'm honoring other people if I'm on a podcast. Like this thing, Alex, we want to turn this into an article, right? We want to put it on YouTube as well. Not, I mean, I wish everyone could join us here in Zoom live, but if you're not on the live Zoom and you're watching this a couple months later, guess what? I'm still reading the comments. So when this gets posted to a blog post, I'm still, or you share this with other people and say, this is what I learned with Dennis. And here's something that I wanted to honor a friend of mine who just achieved something. They were successful. That's so awesome, right? So look, I'll go to my LinkedIn, for example. Let me show you how I do it. Okay. All right. So here's my friend Matthew Janusek. He runs a fitness brand, is 52, I think, and he manufactures high-end fitness equipment. He runs Escape Fitness, right? And here he's got this podcast, Escape Your Limits, and they're showing how to use this equipment. What is this? Meet the base bench. Support your upper body while engaging lower body muscles for stability during a variety of pushing and pulling exercises. That is cool. Huh. Interesting. So versatile. Never seen this before. And it's okay to admit, in fact, it's kind of nice when you admit that you don't know anything. I've never seen this equipment before at a gym, at any gym. Must be something the pros use. And he's going to probably come in and want to comment on that, right? So let's keep going. Ads. See, you can see it's an ad. You see the gray promoted? It means it's an ad. A lot of people don't know that a lot of this is ads, right? You gotta be sure what's an ad and what isn't. Let's see. We'll scroll, scroll, scroll. Most people, they're just scrolling on social media. The key is you want to engage thoughtfully. I'm not scrolling just like watching TV, doom scrolling on TikTok. No, I'm scrolling to engage. Oh, here's a friend of mine. He runs Stu Kent, which is kind of like Reskills, except they are teaching other professors how to teach digital marketing. The convincing and confusing value of college, right? I have 2 college degrees and am proud of it. because it's not what I learned, but it's the discipline. See, I'm saying something good. It's discipline, relationships, and learning how to learn. That's important. See, love what you're doing with Stu Kent. That's his company. He founded this company. So I'm commenting on the founder's post and I'm saying something good about his company, right? And it's a positive way because it's not just like I'm giving some empty compliment, right? I really believe in what they're doing. I think I know a lot about the company. We spent time together in Utah and had in Idaho. So Idaho, I'll show you when I was hanging out with this guy. So I don't want to show like too many of these because then you're going to think, oh, well, Dennis is showing off how many people that he knows. I don't want, that's not what I'm trying to say, right? But here we're hiking with the Stucat team and we're in Idaho and doing lots of, so there he is, right? He took this picture of us and we're hiking with us. Imagine, right? This is the Stu Kent team. They create courses in digital marketing and simulation programs, and they have a conference where all these professors get together. They publish textbooks, a lot of things that helping the university professors, right? That's what they do is they help the professors, helping the teachers teach the next generation. And you can see we're hanging out. We're drinking the water. This is fresh water that's flowing down the mountain, right? And it's so cold and very crisp. It's delicious, right? Can you imagine how delicious this is? But you have to be able to do a push-up. Can you do a push-up to be able to get your mouth down and to be able to drink this cold water, right? And you can see this is Idaho Falls up in the mountains. Wonderful, right? And so when I share these moments where we're talking about, why should you still get a college degree? Or what is the key to Facebook ads? Or whatever it might be, we're talking about these things. They're sharing it, I'm sharing it. And when they share it, I love that because then I can comment and say, it was so awesome going hiking with you last weekend. Let me show you. Look at this. All this crazy hiking. I feel like we're in a Lord of the Rings movie and there's the goblins and it's just so, you think, isn't this amazing? Isn't this way better than sitting at home watching a webinar, right? Nothing wrong with being on Zoom, right? Look, and then we have this. So we decided to go to a famous hamburger place, and everyone was about to order hamburgers. And then I saw on the menu, it said, you can customize your hamburger with as many patties as you want. I'm like, really? As many patties as I want? And they had this one burger on the menu that it was a 1 pound patty. I said, wait, well, the whole group of us here were very hungry because we were hiking and all this. What if we made, instead of everyone ordering their own hamburger, what if we ordered one hamburger that had 5 1 pound patties? So the 5 pounds of meat and all kinds of cheese and lots of things. Look at how delicious this is. See how big this hamburger is? And then the restaurant people said, because I said, wait, so it says on your menu that you can add as many, and they had like regular size hamburgers, and they had the 1 pound hamburger, right, with the 1 pound patty. I said, yeah, but okay, how about 5 of them? How about five? And they're like, well, I guess you could do that. Have we ever made anything like that before? No. So everyone stopped what they were doing to observe this gigantic hamburger being made. And then all of us got together and ate this big hamburger. Look, can you imagine take this giant knife and trying to cut this? And how do you even try to eat this and share this 5 pounds of meat and cheese and all of this, right? And then the restaurant was so excited. So I mentioned, hey, I'm at this restaurant and they have this 5 pound hamburger. I bet you've never tried anything like this. And it's so exciting. And they shared it. And my friend shared it. Well, this guy, he's on his phone, but everyone else in the restaurant, they're like, wow, this is incredible. No one's ever seen this hamburger so big, right? And everyone thought it was exciting. See, look, they want this guy with the video camera.
5 pounds
We're in
of
the
hamburger looks like here with Burger Challenge. Let's freaking let's go. Tell us what's going on here. What's going on?
See, now the chef is talking about how he's making the giant hamburger. Isn't that cool? Right? And is it because I'm famous? No, it's because I just noticed this one thing. Hey, on the menu it says I can order more burgers. So instead of just like, because what I would have done was, that they have the 1/4 pound patty, and I'll have like a hamburger with 2 or 3 of them to make a big hamburger. But wait, what if I had a 1 pound patty? Because it said there was an option for the 1 pound patty, right? So I was just curious, and I thought, let's have some fun, right? So we're having fun. And we're also talking about how do you run ads for the Golden State Warriors? You guys like basketball? So we made a video, right? And Stu Kent, Golden State, and it was like, how do you run? What's it like running ads for the Golden State Warriors? Here it is. What's it like running ads for the Golden State Warriors? Hey guys, today we're talking about blah, 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 right? And I'm showing the mistakes that we made. I'm talking about how fun it was going to the games at the Golden State Warriors, meeting Steph Curry in the locker room, watching him do these fancy moves at practice even. It's just crazy, right? And they're paying us money too. I'm like, this is we're instead of fans us paying money, they're paying us money. Your favorite, can you imagine working for one of your favorite companies and they're paying you money? That's wild. I'll show you one more thing. Like Nike was always a dream of mine. I always wanted to go be an athlete at Nike, but I was not fast enough. I ran a 1:10 half marathon. I almost broke 4 minutes in the mile. All the Africans and the other people that do it professionally, they easily can run faster than I can. It's not fair, but that's okay. I learned digital marketing. We've got Nike as a client. And then going to Nike's campus, I am just showing like this is their track, right? This is at their Nike headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon. And they have this track. There's a forest in the middle of the track in the center. Isn't that wild? And here I'm with my friend Brennan, and here's the statue. And we're celebrating, hanging out at Nike's. Let's see if I can show you a better picture from this way, maybe. You can see this. You see this forest in the middle? You ever seen that? Like normally in the middle of the track is just like a flat grass, right? And so when I'm showing that I'm in Beaverton, and so I'll make a post on Facebook. Here, I'll show you. Actually made a post on Facebook about this. I think a week ago, I made a post. Here, I'll just go through some of my posts. I said, hey, I'm going to Nike's headquarters for a tour with some friends. And who wants to come? Right? It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're in our coaching program or if you're a student, here, look, I said this 6 days ago. Who wants to come to Nike's headquarters with me? We're going to do a whole tour, see how they design shoes, kind of go behind the scenes. Like, wouldn't it be nice just to kind of see? They have lots of buildings. It's like a college campus. A lot of fun things. They have this Bo Jackson gym. You see professional athletes working out in there. They have this big grass field, huge grass field with soccer fields. And one part, they have a bench and there's a statue, I think of Tiger Woods. And Tiger Woods came to Nike at one point and he teed up a golf ball and he pointed at the Bo Jackson gym, which was, I think, like 250 meters away or so. He said, I'm going to hit that one window pane of glass, like two things up and three to the right or whatever. He pointed at one particular little window in the building, said, I'm going to hit that. And he hit a 2-iron and he hit that window way on the other side of the field. Right. And so they set up a statue there honoring Tiger Woods and how good he was at golf at Nike. And we'll stop by and go look at this place. Right. So I had something good. So instead of saying, oh, look at me, I'm at Nike's headquarters, I'm so special, I'll say, look, I'm going next month. Who wants to come with me? I'll bring a friend, right? Someone who's done something, who believes in what we're doing. And these other people are saying, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, right? But I'm not just going to pick people just because they say, hey, I want to go. I'm going to pick people that they have studied or training. Most people don't do that, right? Most people don't make 1-minute videos. They don't follow the techniques I'm showing you right now. They don't do it. They don't start agencies. They don't interview friends on podcasts. Like you can see the advice I'm giving, right? Like this guy here. Let's see what he's saying. I would love to visit Nike's headquarters. I believe yeah, okay. I think ChatGPT wrote that for him, right? I really want to learn and better my world. Okay. Only if you sponsor the trip. Yeah. Whatever friend I pick, I'll pay for the airfare. I'll take care of everything, right? But I'm not just going to do it for any random person because there's all these other people. Why should I pick you? Because I make great margaritas and know good dirty jokes. Okay. And I know that is true. I used to work down the road from headquarters. Pretty cool place. Yes, it is. We should visit, right? I'm a very handsome man, and I greatly appreciate when people do for me. And I have access to 400 students that are learning to be entrepreneurs. Now, that is compelling. Why Nike? Brian Dooley. Who's this Brian Dooley? Let's look at him. I think he's a professor at the College of Chiropractic. So all these chiropractors, right? And let's see. See, he and I have gone back and forth. Yeah, I visited him at his college, right? And we got to hang out. So I think that's awesome, right? You see what I'm doing? I'm engaging and I'm using my photos. I take photos all the time, videos, honoring other people. What do you guys think? I'm gonna press stop on this sharing, and I want to know, what do you guys think? What questions do you have? Does this something you feel like you can do? Alex, what do you think?
I think need to be practiced. Even myself, focus in my social media is also not. I mean, just see some content, some useful content. Even I know dare to comment this and give some feedback. But what I saw from you, like that, oh, I can be do like this. I know something that want to get engagement with some like global brands, even though some of unknown people, but start from engagement, then guys maybe can make a friends, this and that. So I can see like you got a lot of like connections and what you do like just now. Wow, I'm very impressed. Yeah, I learned a lot from you also.
Yeah. But do you guys see, Alex, do you see how what I'm doing here doesn't require any special
Yeah,
connection or, you know, I'm talking about Southwest Airlines, right? I'm
yeah,
talking about hamburgers,
it's
right?
just like usual behavior. Just wait, maybe wake up, then type maybe as I they say, oh, this content is quite interesting. Then direct get feedback. Well, it's like yeah, very easier things happen, but somehow a lot of people can't do like what you do because normally they require these sort of things.
Yeah. I'll just be walking around and I'll notice something interesting and I'll take a picture. Maybe someone does something interesting and I'll make a little video, right?
Yeah,
Just like, that is really cool what you're doing. Can you show me that? I would love to share what you did on social media. This guy who is a magician. Oh, I don't know if I can open. I don't want to open it unless you guys really want to see it. There was this guy who is a magician and he read my mind, which is crazy. He said, because I'm like, I don't believe in any of this. I think that's all like tricks, like magic tricks where they make things appear and disappear. This must be some trick. They said, okay, think of your pet's name. And I've not had a pet for 15 years. So think of your pet's name. Okay. And I'm trying not to move my lips or doing anything to give away the name of my pet. And he basically says, okay, say the name of your pet in your head. Don't speak it, just in your head, just yell it at me. And he's looking in my eyes, looking in my eyes, looking in my eyes. And he says, it's two words. I'm like, yeah. How do you know my pet has, the name is two words? I'm thinking, right? But I'm like, okay, this guy's not going to get it. There's no way he's going to get it. And he says, keep saying the name, keep saying the name in my head. So I'm saying it in my head. He's looking at me in the eyes. And he says, you have a pet rabbit. His name is Mr. B. There's no way. That's correct. Yeah, I don't know how he did that. Right. And actually, I can show you. This is ridiculous. I had a friend take a video of this and let's see. Just here's the point I'm making. It's don't think like, oh, he's this is a magic trick. It's not that. What I'm trying to show you is something interesting happened, and I just had to share it. It was so crazy. How is this guy doing this? Let me show you. Search. Rabbit. I think let's see if I can find it. See, being able to search for stuff is so key. Knowing like how to search. Let's see. This bunny rabbit is addicted to arcade games. Oh, that's so funny. Playing games, making the tricks come. Okay, that's not what it is. Oh, that's wild. Yikes. Let's see. That's not the right term to search for. I'm going to search for his name is Frederick De Silva. He's a magician, mind reader. Here it is. Okay. So here, I'm with him. This is the magician, mind reader. And where's the video? Shoot. Why is this not showing? Maybe if I just did I spell his name right? Did I tag him? Maybe I didn't tag him. How do I find it? Mind reading? I'd love to show you this where he does it. Oh, can't find it. Dang it. Pet rabbit? That's not it. Well, anyway, I posted a video of this, right? Where he's saying, okay, think like showing, and then he says my pet rabbit's name, which just completely blew my mind. It was interesting, right? This has nothing to do with digital marketing. There's nothing to do with PPC or Facebook ads or making websites or Canva. There's nothing to do with any of that, right? But it's showing you as a human. It's people just find it interesting, right? When you find interesting things and you share, you become friends with people, right? And people will engage saying, "Oh, well, it's mind reading is a real skill. It's just like having perfect pitch, or it's just like these other skills, like people are really strong or really, whatever it might be." I'm like, okay. And so it starts the discussion. We're having a discussion about things. So in the chat, I want you to put into the chat, what is it that you want to be known for? We have a few minutes left. I want to know, maybe I can click on your profile. Hey, what about this? What do you say, Alex? Let's click on some people's profiles. Let's click on their LinkedIn, click on their Facebook, and I'll give you some feedback. Put it into the
Okay.
chat, right? How about that?
Right. Wow, quite nervous. Yeah, never mind. So, hold on a second. So let me just open out my LinkedIn so you guys maybe can see. All right. So this is my profile. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to audit your profile? We can do that too.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Also can. There's no problems.
Here, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
look at that. Yeah. So Alex, let's go to your under the yeah, let's look at your posts. So let's look at remember we're talking about, making posts and honoring other people and engaging and things like that. So let's look at the posts
Yeah.
you've made and look at how to make them better. So let's
I
go.
mean my
So top right
post.
where it has me in the circle, top right,
Oh yeah.
me in the drop down, click on the drop down, click on the drop down on me, where it says me in the top right. Show
Yes.
all posts. Yeah. Okay. Go down to show all posts.
Show all posts. Right.
Just below there. Yep, that one. All right. And I want all you guys to do this as well. So we're looking at his posting strategy. Okay, so he's sharing this thing here. So that's nice. There's 113 of you guys. Awesome. Let's all connect on LinkedIn, right? That's good, right? We're talking about building connections, right? So dude, let's connect.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So scroll down. 75 people have seen that one. Okay, good. Keep going. Keep scrolling down. Let's look at some other posts that you've made. Keep going. Okay, now here's another person. Okay, Natasha. All right. And so what you would do is you would say, hey, I got to hang out with Dennis and Alex on Reskills, and I'm learning on how to be an influencer without any flashiness. And then
Mm.
you share that. So what happens, Alex, when you share that? Why would you do that?
Because just maybe like share out my experience, share out my expressions that I have a good opportunities that I invite Dennis. Then we have found out some of our insights from him. Like yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
What
doing.
you're doing is you're sharing when you make posts. So if you make a post, all you guys that are watching, you make a post saying, I'm with Dennis and Alex in a reskills training on how to be an influencer by building connections the right way. Then when other people see that, they say, oh, well, my friend Ans is clearly dedicated to his career and building connections. So it says to other people something about you, right? And it's way more powerful than say, hey, I'm a really good freelancer, or I'm really good at digital marketing. There's a difference between declaring that you're good at something versus
Yeah,
saying something that causes everyone else to conclude that themselves, right? What we're trying to do is get people to think, well, Alex really cares about training. Ans really wants to, Ans is, I can see Ans is spending time investing in building his network and learning digital marketing, right? So when the thing that I want to be known for, instead of me saying like, hey, I'm very strong and I run really fast. No, I'll show maybe I'm hanging out with other people who are really fast and I'll honor them.
yeah,
Say, hey, my friend here did this one thing. Isn't that amazing? They just finished their first Ironman, whatever it might be, right? And so
yeah.
by honoring other people and by showing what I'm doing, like show that you're in this training, that tells anyone that sees it, either now or maybe a year later, they see it because they can, on social media, it's forever.
Mm.
They can
You,
see, oh,
you
this
see,
person really cares about learning, right? So you see how like showing this is way better than you saying that you're an expert
yes,
at something.
you're right.
You see the difference? That's the key difference in what we're talking about here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like what you say, just like everybody can see what you are doing, but so that
Yeah.
that's like extra what you saying like what you doing you now. It's better like
Yeah.
just want to say maybe I hang with someone who very faster in running this and that. Yeah, it'll be it'll be much fun than what you express that what we're doing now.
Yeah. It's not what you say about yourself. It's what other people say
Yes,
about you. It's not that you
yeah,
say that you're handsome or you're smart or you're fast, but you're showing yourself doing certain things to improve your training, to maybe you're eating better, maybe you're losing weight, maybe, whatever, show those actual things. So I want you to put into the chat. Put into the chat. Actually, where are you from again? I want to see where are you in Pakistan? Are you in the Philippines and India? Where are you from? The whole thing is to engage, right? Notice, like I
yeah,
showed today, I literally just logged into we didn't go more than a couple days ago, right? Just showing you what's going on, right? In the Philippines, I have a lot of friends in the Philippines, and
yeah.
they're
We do
very
have a
shy.
lot.
I
It's India.
love my Filipino friends. They're super shy, they're joyful, but they're
Yeah,
also kind of don't want to share because they kind of, they're very polite. But Share that you like Chicken Joy from Jolly Beat, right? Share that you like to go to the mall on the weekend, right? Even though it's very crowded, right? Whatever it might be, just share that you like the sisig, right? Mabuhay. What about India? India is great. Same thing. I love my friends in India. I was in Mumbai a few months ago and went with a friend to my friend Alex Berman. We went to the Taj Mahal and we did all kinds of great things, which I can open up my photos and show you, right? Some people say, oh, you can't. Why are you spending so much time in India? I thought you really liked Pakistan. Like, look, I'm trying to create jobs everywhere. I think we're all brothers. We're all humans. I know that the India and Pakistan have some kind of war going on or something at the border, but that's the government, that's the military. I have no problem with the people. You know what I mean? I respect that people want to learn. Yeah, so that's right, Ants. It's the government. I'm not here to. I'm not like I don't do deals with the government. I'm here as one person, and if there's other people I can connect with, then great. You know, I can help them. I care about the people. Care about like the Pakistani women that are creating opportunities so they can take care of their families. I really admire that. Yeah, Anne says they have great friends in India. Love them. See? Yeah, Dubai has a mix of everybody. Dubai is a business country. It's a or whatever, it's a place where people get together. UAE is a country and we want to connect. I've had a lot of meetings in Dubai. I was in Dubai like 3 times in the last year and they said, you know, you're not you know, whatever your opinion is about Gaza or whatever it is, that's your own opinion, but we're here for business. We're here to, you know, we're not here to make it a political, religious discussion. And how awesome is it that I can meet in Dubai with my friends from all different countries, even if there's a war going on? I have plenty of friends that are Russian and they're from the Ukraine and all of this, but I respect them as people. As people like to see that rather than like people getting mad. And this doesn't do any good when you do that. Yeah, Dubai is great. Yeah, it's about humans. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, thoughts, questions? What do you think, Alex?
Yeah. So I think yeah. So one of the questions of what can you say about
Yeah.
being rejected when you are trying to engage or connect?
So this is just Leslie. That's a great question. I
Yep.
think it's probably a good one to end on. I mean, I have to go a little longer if you guys want. So I see a lot of people that they demand and they expect engagement. You can't do that. You have to build relationships. So before you ever I get thousands of people that ask me, "Hey, can you hire me? I don't even know you. We've never met. We have no history of any kind of interaction, and you just want me to immediately hire you? Like, that's not how you build relationships, right? So what you do with people that you want to connect with, you engage on their posts, you learn about them, you say something thoughtful, you consume their content, you show that you have mutual friends, and over the course of time sometimes a few weeks and a few months, not right away, not the very same day. Then they start to see like, oh, who is this Just Leslie guy? Oh, Just Leslie also likes, you know, pork sisig or, you know, whatever the food is. Or also we have this other friend in common or, you know, just lightweight touches, right? Building relationships. And then after you've done that, you can make a request. But the biggest mistake I see, Leslie, to your question, is people who, before even building any kind of connection, they immediately say, hey, let's hop on a Zoom call and I can offer you my services so you can hire me. Let's get on a call where we can discuss my reputation or discuss my resume and CV and show you all my skills. Like, don't do that, right? Say like, wow, really, it was so cool Dennis, that I saw you ran that Ironman a week and a half ago. Did you know that? A week and a half ago, I ran an Ironman. Would you bike, swim, and run with no training, right? And so they could say something. You see how when you open up and you say something that is empathetic about them and shows that you care about them, they're not going to reject you. If you're getting rejected, it's because your approach is wrong. You see what I'm saying? What do you think, Alex? Right? Their approach is wrong.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like what just maybe like behavior need to go through some things on it or practice something. If you like
Yeah.
just what I just Lee also said that if you shy and all, yeah, you need to try something out to go through on it. And
Even
yeah,
if your English isn't very good. I didn't speak English until I was 6. So don't worry about speaking good or bad English. Worry
yeah,
about, care about them. Show empathy. I have a video called Active Listening, And it's the one that's to your question. Was it Leslie? Here, I'll show you. Do this. Active listening, Dennis Yu. Here's a 4 minute, 59 second, with 5 minute YouTube video. This is probably the most powerful thing that you could learn today. I will paste it in here. You could watch this 5 minute video and there. You guys see that? Click on that.
Yeah, see on the chat group.
Watch this 5 minute video, and that will answer, Leslie, your question on how do you engage in a way where people won't reject you. And the
Yeah,
reason people reject you is because you're not showing empathy. You're not showing active listening. You're not showing that you care about them. It's just me, me, me. I want a job. I want a job. I want to hire me now. Like, yeah, I get you want to get a job, but you have to build the connection first. Just like, you want a wife or you want to make friends with people. You just can't demand other people give you their time. You can't demand other people will be your friend, right? A lot of people come up to me and they just online or whatever, and they say like, "Hey, I asked you 3 times if you can get on a call with me and teach me digital marketing and hire me, and you didn't reply. I don't owe you anything, right?
yeah,
Want to earn it, right? That's the beauty of everything I'm showing you in digital marketing. I'm earning it because I'm showing things that I noticed, interesting things, right? Oh, I noticed ChatGPT did this really cool thing. Well, I also noticed it made this mistake. Hey, what do you guys think? So I'm creating a conversation around something, right?
yeah. So it depends like how you impress or something, or even though some of the posts impress me, oh, I will try to connect with you and let's see how the sparks comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Build the relationship, build the conversation before you just connect. Why is that, Alex? You see, this whole time we spent together, how would you summarize that? How would you summarize what we're teaching here?
it's like good questions. Like what I saw from just now, we're talking all about is like, for me myself, is like keep practicing on what is this can be works on even though your futures, even though from now on, like for me, for myself, as like let's say as an employee, I can't imagine like let's say I do like same what with you, maybe my futures or maybe I got a lot of connections happen. Yeah, I think that was help me a lot. Yeah, for myself, I need to practice on it and need to try to, yeah, I need to try improve my way to get connect with others. Yeah,
Yeah,
even though so myself, I quite impressed. Like, you keep doing on this. I saw some of your interact, you travel around. Yeah, you got a lot of connections. Even though like last time I know you through Ajis connections. Like just now one of the users mentioned. I saw your photos of who is he? I mean, can I approach him? Maybe have some opportunities. Why not? I mean, try to say something, even though let have a start good with a starting, then continue
yeah,
what we're doing, then and just take attention to what you're doing. Then we
yeah,
try to, yeah, makes fun, this and that. Yeah.
yeah. See? And then so Alex, you're growing your network, you're honoring these other people. Like you made a post about me or about other people. And so that builds a reputation around you. That's what I want all you guys to see, right? And that's helping reskills as well. So Alex runs the learning for reskills. What better way to get more people onto the platform than doing training like this, right?
Yeah.
Then there's a bunch of people that, there's 8 billion people that are not on this training. So
Yes.
why not make it also on YouTube? Because, there's a lot of us here that are live, but some people will allow them to watch it. Way more people can watch it later on YouTube. And then we put it as a blog post. And we post it on Facebook and we post it everywhere. Post it on LinkedIn, right? You can post this Zoom takes the recording, right?
No
And
problem.
just post
We'll
the
do
whole
it.
recording on just post the whole thing saying, hey, here's how you learn how to build connections or to be an influencer or to get a job or to avoid being rejected when you're trying to build your skills or build connections. And then post
Yeah.
the whole thing just on LinkedIn. And so now more people can see it, right? But then instead
Yes.
of just posting and spamming, which is what other people would do, you say, and here's one thing that I learned from Dennis, right? And that's what will cause people to want to watch and engage. If you just post a video saying, hey, here's a video of me and Dennis, who cares about that, right? So what would you say then? Like you'd make a post saying, this is one thing I learned, and here's why I think this is worth your time to learn. So I'd
Comes
love to
up
hear
with
you guys in the chat. In the chat, what do you
yeah.
guys think? what have you learned?
Yeah, audience, yeah, you can just type in the chat box what I learned. And if questions, of course, you can still raise up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
This
what
is a
our
great
Danny said.
opportunity
That's
and
like,
an exercise, right? If you're just sitting
yeah,
here watching and not engaging, not participating, you're not growing. You might as well
yeah,
just watch TV, right?
yeah,
See, Leslie's here. Xenon JOD, you're from which part of the Philippines? Okay. Yeah, see, now they're having a conversation. This is great. Awesome. Cool.
yeah,
And looks like everyone stayed here. We have 114 of us here. Amazing. That
yes,
means a lot, right? That means you guys care. It means you really want to learn. You really, and not learn for the learning's sake. You want to use it to improve your career. You want to grow skills. You want to make more money. That's a good
yeah.
thing.
Most
That's
of
why you're
them
here.
are from different countries. They come just to this platform to learn something, skills. And even though for these on stage sessions, they just come for learn about your experience, how is your mind, how's your insights, this and that. So that's why, yeah, we keep doing on this, yeah, to build up more and more the impact and empower more people. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.